What's up, YouTube? I'm Darius with eXp Realty, and this is the Deal with Mushu show, where my main goal is to take all the dreams that I wrote down at the beginning of the year and turn them into reality. Now, mind you, I'm doing this with a brand new company, using all new tools, all new systems, and completely trying to rebuild myself as a market expert in all of my Ohio markets. So in today's video, I'm going to go over a couple game-changing strategies that I'm going to be using that are going to light up the path, so that way I know as I'm working my way forward, I'm going to be able to continue to hit new heights of my success. So the first thing I have on the menu is crafting my personal brand. Because right now, with all the things that's going on in real estate and the National Association of Realtors and the things that are going on with the commission splits right now, it's kind of a non-negotiable that people know who you are and the value that you bring when you work with somebody. So diving into that, I personally don't think much is going to change. The only thing that's really going to change is going to be the conversations that I had with buyers about what your realtor does for you and how they're best supposed to help you. Now there's going to be a commit thing of how that realtor is supposed to be paid, but I like to be a listing first realtor, and with all the changes, yeah, we're not supposed to put the commission in the MLS anymore, but I would never take a listing and then not offer to pay a buyer's broker, because if we look at the percentages, like 80% of all listings are done with an agent outside of your personal office. So it wouldn't make sense to not offer that, because then you just lower the buyer pool that seller is going to be accessible to. With all the court cases and the settlements that are coming out, I've really been diving into that just so that way I can understand what exactly is going on and what kind of conversations are going to be necessary. But at the same time, I want to make sure I understand it enough so that way I can amplify it in my conversations. So that way, when I'm having these conversations, buyers understand exactly what it is that Darius is doing for you. It's not just open the door, so that way you can come inside, check it out, and decide if you like it or not. First things first is I got to provide massive amounts of value to you, so that way you even feel comfortable enough with me to decide, yeah, I would want to do business with you. So with that and building my personal brand, I'd say the number one thing throughout all of this is going to be making sure that I'm highly educated, so that way whatever situation comes up, my value is going to be seen, because nothing would really shake me. And if me as your realtor is unwavered when you as a buyer or seller thinks that the world's falling apart, I can be the calm through the storm to help you understand that, oh, maybe this is a little normal. These things happen all the time, and we can get past this. Other thing about building my personal brand is going to be the standards and the morals that I follow within my business. So can you trust your realtor? Because as realtors, we do have a fiduciary duty to do what you tell us to do, as long as it's lawful. So as I'm working on getting everything established and building out the exact blueprint to my business. So 4 words that I would say I've kind of got written down as like key phrases to what I would see as like the principles and standards that I'd be taking into my business is that I'm punctual, committed, prepared, and educated. And not just educated in the sense of what I already know, but educated in the sense of willing and attempting to always learn more. The next key actionable item that I'm going to be taking into my business for 2024 is making decisions that have statistics behind them to show them that these things work. And to break that down into kind of like a layman's term kind of thing is, I'm not going to try to reinvent anything. So if I had to guess, I would say that it would be somewhere close to over like 100,000 realtors in Ohio. I'd say probably like 30% of that 100,000 are probably like doing business on a day-to-day, you know what I mean? Doing business day-to-day. And out of that 30%, there's a top 1%. And of course, everybody has big goals. Do you want to get to the top 1%, top 10%? I say I want to get to the top 1%. And my goals that I have written down are to get to the top 1%. Basically, all of that just to say somebody's already done what I'm trying to do, so there's no reason to like rip out this whole thing to where I'm trying to establish myself as so much different when any lane I try and take has already been taken. So the smartest thing for me to do is to find someone that was super successful in that lane, find them, look at them, copy and mimic. And being an EXP, I have a plethora of individuals who have done what I want to do, are doing it, and are willing to share their information with me, so that way I can continue. And then when it comes to my systems, there's statistics that show what works and what doesn't work. So while I'm in my back office, it only makes sense to put my time and energy into the things where it produces the most ROI. So for this next point, I think whatever you got for me, drop it in the comments, because I've ran for school board, not once but twice. Probably not doing that thing again. I don't know if politics is my thing, but I know there's more than one way to be involved with your community, and there's a couple markets that I'm trying to break into. So with that, the best way that I could think of it is to again get involved in the community. But what ways are there? And I know there's shelters that you can volunteer at, but I don't want to do something and have it feel like it's a business acumen. Like I got to find out exactly what it is where I can do something from here and I can give it back to the community, not for show, but because it's something I want to do, it's something I care about. And the school board was something I cared about. I do still care about the kids in the community that I come from. But I think maybe, let me know what you think in the comments. Um, Towards the beginning of school years, I'll just do like book bag giveaways, and we'll fill up the book bags with school supplies and stuff like that. So that way, kids and parents can go to school, start the school year fresh with new bags, pencils, notebooks, things like that. What do you think in the comments? Put your message down there. If you have any initiatives that you're involved in or anything like that that you can use some assistance in, please let me know. I'll wrap this up and continuing on with the last point. Outside of just initiatives or anything like that, business owners, realtors, lenders, title professionals, home inspectors, anybody that is an entrepreneur, reach out to me and just like share your business information with me. So that way, I'm a young business entrepreneur, likewise to yourself. Share your information with me so that way we can get interconnected. Staying connected with other like-minded individuals is just going to help myself, yourself, and anyone else that's involved be able to grow to the next level and always be able to help each other out. That's something I'm real big on, is just having a real tight connected network of individuals that are working on their businesses and just trying to be better. So there you have it, folks. That's what I got for day 3. It's a late night post and I'm cooked. I'm about to go to bed. We'll do this all over again tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe. If any of these things helped you, let me know in the comments. And again, if you have any initiatives that you could use assistance in, or if you're a like-minded business owner and you think that we might be people that might be able to work together or just mesh together and see how my business can help your business and like vice versa, leave your information in the comments and I'll get back to you. Peace.